G'day, this video is about two modes of being. You can be a warrior or a warrior. So what I'm proposing here is that we be a warrior and not a warrior. Sorry, both of them sound quite similar, don't they? So worry is the exact opposite mindset to that of a warrior. The table below compares the two. So as you can see over here on the left, as a warrior, that is someone who's worried. They're scared, they have no faith, they're anxious, paralyzed and inactive, stuck in fantasy. They're not ready, not useful to their master. Worry is self-destructive, it's of weakness, and technically it's disobeying Christ, because Christ commanded us to not worry. Well, he commanded us to be aware of worry and how it's not constructive. But over here under warrior mode, we've got lots of strength, of course bravery, faith. We're relaxed, ready to face anything, standing in reality rather than stuck in fantasy. We're ready rather than being thinking of things that don't even matter. We're useful to the master because we're strong and brave. Not self-destructive, strong, and we're obeying Christ because Christ commanded us to not worry. So down here in Matthew 6, we see Jesus is quoted as having said, "Which of you by worrying can add 1 cubit to his stature?" And then in verse 34, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." So if you ever feel worried, I would suggest that you snap out of it and get back into warrior mode, because that is where Jesus wants you. And you're of better use to the kingdom of God if you're in warrior mode. We need the right mindset to live the gospel and to preach the gospel. Jesus is not sappy, weak or compromised, and he calls us to be the same as he is. Strong, brave and full of faith. So know that you have the King of heaven and earth as your master, and that he goes with you wherever you go. We see that from Matthew 28. He's quoted as having said, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore making disciples, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." So there you have it. Jesus has been given all authority in heaven and on earth, and he is with you always. So we're probably justified in turning from worry into warrior mode. Now, I'd take from these sayings of Jesus that it's inevitable that we will find ourselves in worry, and we need to consciously make a decision to stand in faith. And that's why I've made this video, just to remind anyone that might come across it that you can empower yourself just by making that conscious decision to go into warrior mode in your mindset. So instead of worrying, just have faith and put that worry aside and be relaxed and brave.